What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. I figured with the launch of the Into the Echo Side website and all the details about the new card game coming out, I figured I'd go ahead and drop a review for the Quest for Shangri-La. Now, this board game came out back in 2007. I'm not even going to try to remember how much I paid for it. I know if you go on Google right now and search for it, the Quest for Shangri-La, it's actually there. You'll find a link for Hatchet Gear, which this game is still on Hatchet Gear. It is just out of stock. They are listing the game as $100. I don't remember paying that much for it. I honestly couldn't tell you if I did or not. It's been almost 10 years since that happened. I bought this game with the Tempest. The Tempest came right here on the top of the game in the box. So I don't know if that was the price I paid, but I did, for the sake of this video, go out and look on Amazon and eBay to see if there was any there. There is one listing on eBay for this. It has a starting bid of $75. I didn't look at the buy it now price because you know, obviously I have it. But I guess for the sake of the video I should have, but whatever, I didn't. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into this. This game is fucking awesome. I love it. I play it not very often because it's just me and my fiance, and we have played it several times. The game goes by really quick with just 2 people. There's only been one time that I have actually played it with 4. We took a trip down to Georgia back in 2011, and my brother and his wife came over, and we all played it then. It was a blast. I love playing it. As long as there's more players, I'd probably play it more. But, you know, it's just me and my fiance, so we don't play it very often. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual game itself. I'm going to just kind of pick this up and show you all the little corners of this, because there's some great detail work that they put into this game. You know, Jumpsteady's a fucking master at this. I'm sure he knows that, though. And that's part of why I'm so excited for Into the Echo Side. But here's the actual back of it. So, yeah. I'm just going to kind of open the game up and show you everything. I'm not going to go into too many details about how to actually play it. You know, it's the Quest for Shangri-La. I mean, there's really not much more you need to know than that. But I'll just show you the board game real quick itself. As long as my camera will allow me to put it, or my tripod will allow me to put it in frame. But, you know, you get the gist right here. There's a lot more to it than this. It's a big board. But you got an outer ring, which is the Detroit region, and that is where you will start. You'll pick your player, and on your player card it'll actually tell you where you start, what space you start at. But basically your objective is just to go around and get to each next region. Let me just flip this around real quick. Usually you have to pay, I think it is, what is it? Yeah, you have to pay $100 to get into the next region. Right there, you can see, is the bridge into the Nether Void, and then it's kind of the same way going up here. But once you get to Shangri-La, then the only way you can get in is to have a battle combat point of 15 or higher. So your objective is to go through the regions, and each space there's different things you can do, but most of them is to draw an action card, which the action cards look just like this. Hang on a second, let me pull this fucking money out. Here's the Detroit action cards. That's what the back looks like. And there's different things, you know. There's a lot of them where you'll encounter actual fiends. And this is what a fiend would look like. You fight him, and based on your character card and your strength, you would roll a 10-sided die to determine what attack you used on, or what number you got, and you would have to beat the number of the strength on the card. Right here, you can see he has an 8. So if you had a combat strength of 1 and you rolled a 7, obviously you'd beat him, and then you would increase yours based on that number right there by my middle finger there. That's how much you would increase. So your objective is to kind of battle a little bit, but it's not your main priority, because Megan, my fiance, has actually kicked my ass numerous times without even encountering very many fiends. She just like went right to the next region, and then got to Shangri-La. That's what the Nether Void cards look like. Boom. The Dark Carnival. So, and then here's your player cards. I'm not going to pull these ones out. I'll pull the next ones out. That right there, that's usually what I play as the Magic Ninja, because he is the shit. Because if you roll a 6 with a 6-sided die to move, you can teleport to anywhere in the region. It is fucking, he's who I love. You know, it comes with all this right here. You got a 10-sided die for combat, the red die there, a black one for movement, and then you just got your little card stands here, and then there's little these little pieces that go on the actual character cards, which the character cards are right here, and this is where I'll actually go in and show you the different characters. So you got Cemetery Girl, the Magic Ninja, that's my guy right there. Big Baby Sweets, Kilnor, which for the longest time I had no idea who the fuck that was until I picked up the Pendulum comics. What's that say? Crazy Doug, Hack Benjamin, Old Evil Eye, Pumpkin Carver, Hollywood, Chuck Hogan. Then you get into the Dark Carnival characters of Shaggy 2 Dope, Squeezy the Clown, Jamie Madrox, Violent J, Willoughby Rags, Double A, which is Alex Abyss for anybody that has no idea who the fuck that is, Blaze Ya Dead Homie, and Monoxide and the Mad Professor. So those are your player cards. You know, most of them will start off with a different strength level. That is your starting off. And of course you do have lives, but you know, they each have different abilities, so make sure if you do ever play this game, you read those over very carefully, because there's going to be some benefits to picking certain characters. Like the Magic Ninja. The Magic Ninja can travel through regions without paying money, which, since we're talking about money, I'll go ahead and show you what the money looks like. There you got Big Baby Sweets as the 500, and Sugar Bear as the 100s. How about right there? There it is. So, I mean, really the only thing you need money for is to be able to get through the regions, and there are weapons and items that you can buy, and those are going to help you out in your combat. You have to decide whether you're going to use them beforehand or not. But like, there's a staple gun, and it'll tell you it adds so much to your roll, but you have to decide before you roll your 10-sided die whether you're going to use a weapon or not, and some items are only one-time uses. And then the last card to show you, well, this isn't the last card, but the bone cards is like drawing a chance card in Monopoly, only obviously it's called the bone, so every card you draw, it's fucking something bad happening to you. You're getting the bone. So there are those cards. I think there's only one other thing I need to show you. I mean, there's the rule book. But you have the scenario cards. When you get to Shangri-La, you know, they're face down. You have no idea which one it is. You're supposed to shuffle these up, put one in the middle for the game scenario. But when you get to the end, then you have the different scenarios. Which, you know, they're all different. Something different is happening. And there's one of them, I think it might be this one maybe, the Crystal Skull. But there's one of them where you actually have to go around and kill everybody else, which is fucking dope. That's my favorite outcome to have happen. So there you guys go. I mean, I'm not going to go into, like I said, I'm not going to go into great detail of the gameplay itself. I'm sure there's videos out there where you can see ninjas playing it. I know TJ Beastmaster posted a video on the Carnival Spirits YouTube channel from Juggalo Day of 2012 where he was playing it with a bunch of his homies, so you can kind of get an idea of the gameplay there if you want to. I will leave a link. But there you guys go. That is the quest for Shangri-La. It is a fun game. Like I said, it's funner when you have more people to play with. It kind of goes really fast with just 2 people. But I'm hoping that they'll repress this, that they'll re-release it for the sake of the new card game. Then again, I have my doubts because that'll kind of take away from the card game. But as of right now, this is an out-of-stock item. It's hard to find, so if you can get your hands on it for cheap, definitely do so. But that is it. That's all I got to say about this. It was a fun game, and hope you guys have a chance to play it. Which, if you go to the Gathering, of course, they have little tournaments of Quest for Shangri-La. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.